Imagine spending $1 million on artificial intelligence, only to discover 6 months later that your employees are working exactly the same way they always have. The software changed, the workflow didn't. And that's why the investment failed. Here's something that might surprise you. The biggest AI mistake businesses are making today isn't choosing the wrong AI tool. It's believing that AI alone will transform their business. It won't. And today, I'll explain why. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wave Insights. I'm Aska. If you're passionate about artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, automation, SaaS, and the technologies shaping the future of business, you're in the right place. Every week, we cut through the hype and explore what technology really means for businesses and professionals. If that sounds valuable, consider subscribing and joining our growing community. Now, let's get into today's discussion. Right now, we're witnessing something remarkable. Every company wants an AI strategy. Every startup claims to be AI powered. Every conference has AI in its keynote, and every executive seems to be asking the same question. How do we implement AI? But here's the problem. Most organizations are asking the wrong question. Instead of asking, what problems are slowing down our business, they're asking, which AI software should we buy? Those two questions sound similar. They're not. Imagine visiting a doctor. Before explaining your symptoms, you ask for medicine. Any medicine, the best medicine. You'd probably leave the clinic with more problems than solutions. Technology works the same way. If you don't understand the problem, the solution rarely works. There's an old saying, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Today, AI has become that hammer. Need better customer service? AI. Need more sales? AI. Need happier employees? AI. Need coffee? Well, we're probably not too far away from that either. The point is, AI isn't the answer to every business problem. Sometimes the issue isn't technology at all. Sometimes it's poor communication, outdated processes, unclear leadership, or inefficient workflows. Adding AI to a broken process doesn't magically fix it. It often makes the broken process happen faster. So what separates companies that succeed with AI from those that struggle? They don't start with software. They start with questions. Questions like, what task wastes the most time? What process frustrates employees the most? What do customers complain about repeatedly? Let's take customer support as an example. If your team spends hours answering the same questions every day, AI can help. Not by replacing your support staff, but by allowing them to focus on complex customer problems instead of repetitive ones. Or imagine your finance department spends 2 days every month preparing reports. Instead of replacing your finance team, AI helps automate repetitive reporting, giving your team more time to analyze the numbers and make strategic decisions. Notice the pattern? The successful companies aren't replacing people, they're removing friction. That's a very different mindset. One misconception I hear all the time is this: we need to become an AI company. Actually, no, you don't. If you're a retailer, your job is still selling products. If you're a law firm, your job is still serving clients. If you're a hospital, your job is still caring for patients. AI doesn't change your mission, it changes how efficiently you achieve it. Technology should support your business strategy. It should never become your strategy. Before investing in any AI platform, ask yourself 3 simple questions. First, what specific problem are we solving? Second, how will we measure success? And third, will this help our people do more meaningful work? If you can't answer those questions, you're probably not ready to invest yet. Because buying software is easy. Changing the way people work is the hard part. And that's where real transformation happens. So here's today's biggest takeaway. Artificial intelligence is one of the most powerful technologies we've seen in decades. But AI isn't magic. It won't fix poor strategy. It won't replace good leadership. And it won't solve problems you haven't clearly identified. The companies that win won't necessarily be the ones using the most AI. They'll be the ones using AI with the most purpose. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Wave Insights. If you enjoyed today's discussion, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because next week we're shifting our focus to cybersecurity and exploring one of the biggest digital threats businesses are facing in 2026. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. If you could use AI to solve just one challenge in your work or business, what would it be? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm Aska. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Wave Insights.